Ethan, good to see you. Today's theme is about three trees make the forest. Well, I'm not sure make the forest, but it is okay. Rather than one. So this morning I see so many faces I know, dear to my heart, that I've been around long enough to know all of you. And the quote today I give you guys is birds of a feather flock together, because we share a common goal. Rather than have a yo quán nhậu, have a beer, we can say yo. But here we share the passion, we share the knowledge, and we share the responsibility to grow yourself. Not only do you grow yourself, after you grow yourself, you grow other. That's who we are, that's what we do, and what we have passions about. With that, I would like to invite our ETTC president, Thu Nguyen, to open the meeting.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning. Great to be with all of you this Sunday morning. First time here. So excited to see so many familiar faces.
Yes, exactly. When all of you spend time to join this meeting on a beautiful Sunday morning, although actually it's not, I can't see anything outside, but actually I know that it's a beautiful day because I have a chance to see all of you. Today we have a special meeting because today we have a lot of people, friends from ESO and ACI when they spend time to join the ETTC meeting. I believe that this meeting will become more special when today we have a lot of wonderful meeting when we have a lot of speeches from ETTC, from ESO, from ACI. And I believe that Toastmaster is a safe environment when people can come here to learn, to do, to practice. And we can learn from ourselves and from others. So if you want to be better, please join Toastmaster. And you can choose ACI or ESO or ETTC to learn and to practice. Thank you. Hope that we will have more time together. Back to you, our Toastmaster of the day, TM Phương Đỗ.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Thùy Nguyễn. Right. Yeah, dear my fellow Toastmaster and guests, welcome to the special meeting today. My name is Phương Đỗ, and today I'm extremely honored to be the Toastmaster of the day. It's special not because it's a joint meeting of three clubs, right? It's I think they wanting because this meeting is special because of the structure of the meeting. Today we also have three main sessions, but a little different. The first and the second session are prepared speech and evaluation speech. But the third session we have the panel discussion session that is coordinated by Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn. Before we emerge in the activities, I'd like to welcome the QR holder today who help our meeting go smoothly. Firstly, let's welcome our grammarian, Toastmaster Zamia from ETTC. Toastmaster Zamia, please unmute yourself and introduce your role today.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility and duty to pay close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their language usage, and I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. And for today's meeting, the word of the day is prodigious. Prodigious. I think I'm going to share my screen so you can see. So this one. So I picked 3. It means it's an adjective and it means extremely great in ability, amount, or strength. Causing amazement or wonder. It also means extraordinary in bulk, quantity, or degree. Or it means, in one word, enormous. It's in a sentence. So I put in here the adverb if you want to use the adverb of it or the noun. And in a sentence I made in here as an example, members of Ettc have written prodigious speeches that have had an impact on everyone's life. For today's meeting, that is the word of the day. And each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I will give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the word of or who uses the word of the day. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, our grammarian Toastmaster Samyang. And I believe that this meeting today is also a prestigious meeting, and everyone will try to use the words of the day as much as possible. Next, let's welcome our timekeeper, Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung from ESO. Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung, please unmute yourself and introduce your role today.
Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests, and distinguished guests. I'm timer, so I will count the time for all of the speakers today. And of course, when the time in our part or a past speaker prepare speech or panel discussion or evaluator, I will count the time for all the speaker. That means I will help you to use the time for useful. And of course, and I will tell you the rule of time at the beginning of the part. Yeah, and back to you, TLD.
Thank you, our timer Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. Everybody, pay attention to pin our timer so your speed can qualify for the voting. Next, last but not least, let's welcome our counter Toastmaster Huẩn Nguyễn from ACI. Toastmaster Huẩn Nguyễn, please unmute yourself and introduce the role today.
Thank you, Theory Kundo. Hello, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Today I'm an accountant. The purpose of accountant is to note word and sound that are used as a brush and a pause filler. By anyone who speaks during the meeting, I will listen for about the words, including and well, but also, as you know, I will also listen a few sounds, including I will also note when a speaker repeats the word. For example, or this mean. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that a speaker used a expression. Back to you, Theory.
Thank you, our accountant Toastmaster Huẩn Nguyễn. So now everything is all set. I'm ready to move to the first activity, the prepare speech session. If yes, let's give me a thumbs up or any icon in the screen so I can know that you are ready. You okay? Are you ready? Yeah, I see a lot of icons, right? So the first session is prepare speech session. Today we will have 3 speeches with 3 speakers. The first speaker is Toastmaster Li Chen from Ettc. Toastmaster Li Chen, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So today, now let's welcome our speaker on the stage, Toastmaster Li Chen. Emotional minimalism. Toastmaster Li Chen.
Toastmaster, picture this with me. A room. Not just any room, but one that's packed to the ceiling with boxes. Not the kind filled with Coop-Mart groceries or Vinmart supplies, but with something far more personal. Our emotions. Each box holds moments, things we rather avoid, emotions we weren't ready to face. And every day we stack them up thinking, I would deal with these emotions later, until the room, which is a metaphor for our mind, feels so cluttered. So cluttered to the point that we barely have room to breathe. For me, that room felt like it was ready to burst one night on a bridge in District 4. I was carrying a mind full of regret, frustration, and pain. Boxes I hadn't unpacked in years. I stood there on the bridge, staring into the water, feeling the weight of every single box pressing down, making me feel like I couldn't take another step. Just as I was about to let it go, someone passing by grabbed my arms. What are you doing? Don't let your emotions take over, they said, pulling me back from the edge. That stranger hand saved me. In that moment, I realized I had to do something about all those boxes. I couldn't keep carrying them around. And so I began practicing something called emotional minimalism. Like a spring clean for my mind, I started opening each box, facing each emotion. Some I kept because they reminded me of how far I have become. Others, I let it go, just like tossing out things I no longer needed. Little by little, my room became so much lighter. So, what is emotional minimalism? Emotional minimalism is a practice of clearing out the clutter we made. It's not about ignoring our emotions. It is about being selective, choosing what emotion to hold on and what to release. It takes time. And yes, sometimes it's uncomfortable. But there's peace in having just the essentials in our heart. So I ask you, fellow Toastmaster, what does your emotional space look like? Are there boxes that needed unpacking, or some you finally ready to let go? Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, our speaker, Toastmaster Li Chen, for bringing us so emotional speech. I can see a lot of conflicts from your inside, right? So lastly, you choose minimalism. So that's so beautiful. Thank you for the speech. And let's move to the second speaker, Toastmaster Kui Huang from ACI. Toastmaster Kui, are you there?
Yes,
Okay. Are you ready?
yes, can you hear me clearly?
Okay, so great. Maybe a little bit more. Can you fix the
Okay, I will try to
yeah,
speak
it's,
louder.
it's okay right now. So right now, I let you wait more longer. Let's cheer for our speaker on the stage, Toastmaster Koi. Let me submit this. Toastmaster Koi, follow your heart. Wait. Follow your heart, Toastmaster Koi Huang.
James want to transfer into another team. My boss told me in a meeting room during the end year performance review. James is one of my sub leaders who worked with me for about 5 years. But at that time, she wanted to transfer to another team. The air condition in the room, that makes me feel really cold, but I was hot inside. About 4 years ago, I was promoted to the manager position in a global company. And at that time, I was so eager to contribute my enthusiasm and my talented for my boss, for my department, and for my company. At that time, actually, I don't understand who I am, what I really want to do, what I'm interested, and what is my strength, what is my weakness. At that time, I just copy little this, little that, how they do. And I set up a in-depth research team, which is research on the field that I have no idea. I have no knowledge about that. At that time, I also learned for a programming certificate, which is the subject that I hated the most in university. At that time, I tried to copy one of my witty and humorous boss to organize my team. Despite I'm a truly introvert person and have struggled in communication. So in that time, I just copy and do other goals and targets. And you can guess what is the result was, right? Because I just copy, and as the result, my sub leaders who worked with me for such a long time want to transfer to another team. And 2 years in a row, I failed all of my targets. And I was so disappointed about myself. I don't know. I feel very sad. And at that time, I don't know what to do. I tried to find out the reason why this happened to me. And I turned out that all of the reason of all of that miserable failure is I just drifting my life doing other targets. I just copy other targets and not know what I really want in life. At that time I stopped. I don't do anything at the time anymore. And I started the journey to understand myself by taking a lot of course, by reading a lot of books, and also doing many personality tests at that time. And I found out that I am an introverted person who loves nature, who likes to connect with positive person in a small, close circle. I also enjoy learning the foreign language and helping others to improve their language skills. Actually, it's not so new to me at that time, but because of painful failure at that time, I not only understand, I also determined to follow my heart. I've joined Toastmaster to help me learn to connect, to present myself in a friendly, positive environment. I plant a lot of trees around my neighborhood. I also teach my college English so they can improve my English speaking better without proving my ability to my boss, to my department and my company without following others' goals and targets. Can you guess what the results was? Last year, I'm one of two first members to achieve the language skill at the highest company requirements. I also helped a lot of members in my team to achieve their goals in language too. And at the end of last year, my boss said to me that your team is the best team in our department, not because of a great achievement, but also with a bad and strong connection. I was speechless and very happy. By following my heart, I I was not just have better connection with myself and also with others. Oh. So what is your target in life? And do you feel that you understand yourself enough? I believe that by understand yourself and following your heart, one day that happiness and joy will following you. Thank you, and back to you.
Oh,
Yeah, have you just Master Goriman? Thank you for your so touching speech. I I can say, that thank you for your experience and you share us today from your story from when you didn't know what to do as a leader to when you can do it well today. And I believe that your story touching me, and I believe that is also touching a lot of Toastmaster and guests here. Thank you for your sharing. The last speaker today is Toastmaster Phương Lan from Ettc. Toastmaster Phương Lan, are you there and are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's welcome our speaker on the stage, Toastmaster Phương Lan. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart, Toastmaster Phương Lan.
Thank you. Chọn con tim hay là nghe lý trí? One more time. Chọn con tim hay là nghe lý trí? This is no longer just the melody of a chanting song. It's reality. It's a dilemma of being confused about whether to listen to the brain or follow our heart. Sometimes in this hustle and bustle life, we often forget to listen to our own emotion. So I would like to share a topic that I believe everyone will find this useful, listening to your heart. About my story, 4 years ago, after I had my first baby, I was at a turning point. I had to make an important decision. Should I change to become a happiness coach helping others understand themselves. If I chose this path, I would have a flexible time to take care of my kids and live with my desire to help other people live a life better and happier. Or should I continue with my high income job, which require my evenings and weekends working, the most precious time when my kids need me the most? My heart urged me to become a happiness coach, even though logic insisted me sticking to the high-paid job. After many sleepless nights, I chose to follow my heart. I decided to train. I decided to become a happiness coach. Fortunately, not long after, interest in mental well-being had grown in Vietnam. People were very interested in understanding themselves, caring about their mental health. There were a lot of organizations like bank, school, communities. They offered to cooperate with me. And this decision has allowed me to stay close to my family. And I also could actively arrange my time for my kid and also try in the field I love while still earning a satisfactory income. This is very important. I'm so grateful that I listened to my heart. So continue or stop. Choose A or choose B. Muối coffee or add coffee. Phở or sticky rice. Turn left or turn right. Accept or refuse. Lot of questions all turns in one day because life is a series of choices. Reason is always excel at giving bridges, bullet points, analyzing, and calculating. But the heart is not. It's all about love, emotion, and intuition. The heart has no reason, no many words. The heart is just for feeling. It's pure and not based on anything. Like the feeling I have of belonging. Since the first time I joined Ettc, I follow it and register right away to become a Toastmaster like you see today. And what I've noticed is that if we make a decision based on reason, if it's right, okay, we'll be very happy with our intelligence. But if it's wrong, we often fall into the situation. Oh, if I have known. Oh, if always, oh my God. But if we follow the heart, it's very strange. Whether we gain or lose, right or wrong, there is always peace inside us, and we are ready to accept all the results. Therefore, when the career that I pursue encountered COVID-19 or despite many challenges, difficulties, losses, and injuries, I have never blamed myself, have never blamed anyone or blamed for the fate, because I have listened to my heart. So I have inner strength to take responsibility to myself and to face everything that comes, even if it's unsatisfactory. And because of that, I have peace in my soul. In short, learning to listen to the heart is very important. It will help you to understand your emotion and your needs. You won't be influenced by the outside, by the other emotion. Minimize regret in decision. Then create a happy life. Thank you for listening. Back to the TOD of the day. Master Toastmaster Phương Đỗ.
Yeah, thank you, our speaker, Toastmaster Phương Lan. Life is a lot of choices, right? Thank you, Toastmaster Phương Lan, for choosing to be a happy coach and choosing to be a Toastmaster. So that's a beautiful speech. And now is the time report. I would like to invite our timekeeper, Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. Over to you, Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung.
Yeah. I want to confirm again that speaker 1 is level 3.
Yes.
Speaker 1.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Phương Lan, you in level 1. And today's speaker is icebreaker.
Yes, it's correct.
That's right. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And all of our speakers today is Toastmaster Lee. You use 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Toastmaster Korea Huang. The speech is 6 minutes and 51. Phương Lan, the speech is about 4 minutes and 47 seconds. So with the rule of timing, we have one special person today is Toastmaster Lee. You are under the time for the speech, and Toastmaster Korea Huang and Phương Lan, you are qualified to vote for who are best speaker today. Congratulations, 3 of us. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yes, thank you, our timer. So today, now it's time for voting, right? Everyone, Toastmaster and guests, please take your time and vote for the speaker that make you impressive today. You can see vote on the screen. And we will let the know the result at the end of the meeting.
I will send the result to ETTC President Thuy Nguyen. In the meeting, we have 32. I count 32 participants. At this moment, I have 20 votes. It's very close. It's very close. Please send in your vote so we don't have the situation like a tiebreaker. Thank you. Thank you. We have 21. It's so easy. Just click, 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 click. You have to learn from Chị Hằng. Chị Hằng click so fast. All right, we have 22 votes. So thank you, Chị Hằng. You recognize that we have members from 4 continental join the meeting today. I would like to recognize all the people that live far the distance, but you devote your time to the meeting, such as Chị Giang from North America, Chị Ly Trân from Australia, Jamia from Europe, and who else? And one more I forgot, and Southeast Asia. Vietnam and Thailand are from Southeast Asia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So it's okay. 22 votes been standing around, so I will close the vote. Back to Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, our SAA Toastmaster Kim Pham. And we will know the result at the end of the meeting. Now let's move on to the second session, evaluation session, where our speaker can receive a lot of truthful feedbacks from their evaluators. And I believe that the feedback also help us a lot in our future speech. So firstly, let's welcome our first evaluator, Toastmaster Maria, to evaluate Toastmaster Lichen's speech. Stage is your Toastmaster Maria.
Actually, I'm kind of overwhelmed by the way that Toastmaster Legion opening her speech. She encouraged us to form a very vivid picture in our mind, and immediately I feel identified with her situation. I feel that I have a lot of emotional boxes clustered in my tiny room. I visit those boxes quite frequently myself and just leave them there. So I believe that my tiny dream, my tiny mind space are full of moments. And I also appreciate Toastmaster Legion's bravery, sharing with us the climax of her overwhelmed. But luckily, she was saved by a hero hand. And now we have Legion here with us today, sharing with us her experience and how to overwhelm to overcome emotional challenge and lead a healthy life with emotional minimalism. That's such a beautiful big speech because every facial expression, every hand gesture well support the message, the story that Toastmaster Legion shared with us. And that was so natural. She expressing herself with us in such a spontaneous way. And that's how the speech truly inspired the audience, just like the project that she's working on. So congratulations on Toastmaster Legion for inspiring us today. And I would like to challenge Toastmaster Legion to even contrast the two different periods, the two different stages of her emotional life even more clearly by changing her tone and pitch as well, besides changing her, her word use. She had excellent language use, but I also challenge her to use varied tone and pitch to highlight the difference between the slow, steady, dangerously emotional, overwhelming state and the lighten up, the release, the phase when she is already on top of her emotion and in control of her life. And also, if she make best use of the time she has, she would also be able to offer us more technique to lead emotional minimalism lifestyle. And that's it for my evaluation today. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, our evaluator Toastmaster Tâm Đỗ, for your clear and valuable evaluation. And the second evaluator is Toastmaster Thu Hồng from ESO. Welcome to evaluate Toastmaster Câu Y Hoàng speech. Stage is your Toastmaster Thu Hồng.
Okay, wait a minute. I have to charge my laptop.
Okay, so let's wait some second for your Toastmaster Thu Hồng. Few seconds. So do you remember your speech of Toastmaster Câu Y Hoàng? Yeah. Do you remember any course or any emotion? You can chat on the chat box. You can type the chat box while we grade her evaluator Toastmaster Thu Hồng. Yeah. What? Yes. I was informed that there's some technical issue with our evaluator Thu Hồng. So we can move to the third evaluator first, and then we come back with her. So now I would like to invite the third evaluator Toastmaster Trần Hồng from Ettc to evaluate Toastmaster Phương Lan's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Trần Hồng.
Thank you for your invitation.
I would like to give a Toastmaster Phương Lan evaluation. I really love her speech. I really impressed. Uh, I see her have a confident, have a lot of fun energy with smiling on her face. Her speech is very, with very attentive opening with a Vietnamese song sentence, and her speech have well organized structure and very clarity to follow. The next one is I love her story. With each stage and from problem arising to happy ending. And the last one is her her performance is amazing. He have a vocal. She have a vocal variety hand gesture. But I think there's one thing it could be better is she should use more engagement technique with the audience. That's my evaluation to Phương Lan. Back to our TOD.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Hong Chen, for your evaluation. And let me first can Toastmaster. Now we will come back with the second evaluator, Toastmaster Thu Hồng. Toastmaster Thu Hồng, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So now let's welcome you to evaluate Toastmaster Câu Huy Hoàng speech. Stage is yours.
Okay. So, fellow Toastmaster and guests, how do you feel about Câu Huy Hoàng speech today? For me, it was a really wonderful performance with a Toastmaster who did her first icebreaker with the Project 1 in Pathway Effective Coaching. I would like to emphasize some word points of Câu Huy Hoàng today. The first one is the way she delivered her message. The way she told her own story with her difficulties and working position and working decision. How she was struggled with the way she treats with her team. How she realized that the way that when we copy others' way to apply in our own problem is not very a good way to do. And the way and the only wisdom choice is when you know that what is exactly the nature of the own problem, and to listen to yourself and follow your own mindset, your own thinking, and your own way to deal with that. This is the good. That's the way you can overcome all the difficulties, right? And so because she have told her own story with her own heart, so it's really touched my heart. And how about the second good point of Câu Huy Hoàng today? I must emphasize the way she used the body language to express her feeling to engage her message with the way she delivered to the audience. Ko-Iwan has the confidence when her performed her speech today. And to conclude, I would say that in our prodigious joy meeting, we had a prodigious icebreaker performance. So congratulations, Ko-Iwan. Keep following your heart. Thank you, and back to you, TOD.
Thank you, our evaluator, Toastmaster Thu Hồng, for your valuable evaluation. And once again, I'd like to say thank you for all the evaluators today, for your compliment and your useful feedback. Yeah, we can learn from you a lot. And now it's time for the time report. I would like to invite our timer, Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung again. Over to you, Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung.
Thank you, TOD. And the first evaluator, Toastmaster Maria, 3 minutes and 22 seconds for the speech. Congratulations. Toastmaster Trần Hồng, you use 1 minute and 32 seconds. And Toastmaster Thu Hồng, you use 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So, with the rule of time, the evaluator must use from 2 minutes to 3 minutes to give the speech, and maximum is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So only two evaluators today is qualified for vote who are the best evaluator. That is Toastmaster Maria and Toastmaster Thu Hồng. So I think that Toastmaster Trần Hồng is the first time you in the roles of evaluator. So I believe that in next time you will use you have more compliments for the speech and try the best next time. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, our timer, Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. And now it's time for voting. And yeah, Toastmaster, you can see the voting in the screen. So Toastmaster Kim Park will help us this session. Right. Yeah, let's vote for the evaluator in.
All right, again, we have about 33 participants. Please vote. It's only a click. Whoever connect with you more, whoever give you the value of evaluations, you know by heart that, wow, I like this speech. Let's vote. So I have 21 members voting. Just a click away, then we will recognize who's give you the heart of evaluations. Bring tears to the audience. All right, I see you standing at 21 for a while. So I will end the poll. Thank you. Back to Madam Toastmaster, Phương Đỗ.
Thank you, our SAA Toastmaster Kim Park. And we will know the result at the end of the meeting. Wait until that. And now it's a small, beautiful session. Is connect with the guest and take picture. This part is coordinated by Toastmaster Bình Nguyễn. Yeah. Toastmaster Bình Nguyễn, over to you. Let's help us to capture this moment.
Thank you. Actually, my name is Bình Pha.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
but
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Toastmaster
It's
finish.
okay. Yeah. So I believe that we have a really great time together. So I think first we can take picture. We'll take picture first, okay? So everyone, please turn on your camera. We have a lot of we have a lot of members and guests today. So I will count from 1 to 3. Okay, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Show your pose and smiley face. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay, so I prepared a short game because we don't have a lot of time. First, please help me to check if there's your name already. Okay, I will. Here we have Bình Phan, Thủy Nguyễn, Tuyết Nhung, Hằng Nguyễn, Khiêm Phạm, Hồng Trần, Phương Đỗ, Khu Hoàng. Okay, Khu Huy Hoàng, Annie, David Tan, Tân Đỗ, Dung Lê, Jam, Hạnh Hasika, Lee Twinkie, Nguyễn Giang, Hiếu Phùng, Lin Jatun Ranon, Bùi Phương Anh, Ly Trần, Phí Tuấn Hiệp, Phương Lan, Thanh Tâm, Dược Thảo, Thu Hường, Ngọc Hà, Minh Hiền, Nguyễn Huê, Hiền Võ, Tuyển Mai, and Aspi Sarah. Okay, so is there anyone missing? Please tell me if you are not on the list.
We have
Okay, yes. David Tan, yes, I add your name. Yeah. Okay. Yes, the time is running. And now we will have a short game. Okay, so first I need you to take any object near you. The nearest object, everyone. For example, here I have my phone. Okay. Take the nearest object. Okay. And make sure that you will not change that. Okay. Just to make sure. Okay, because it's a very random game. Now I will turn on the race. Okay, and after that I will tell you what to do with the object. Okay, so still hold your object. So ready to have the race. Let's go. Let's see who is the luckiest one. Our session is just 5 minutes, so I believe that we just have one lucky duck. Okay. Let's see. 10, 9. Okay, we count down to the result. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Our lucky one today is the Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. Sorry. Yes. Tuyết Nhung. Yes. Okay. So Toastmaster Tuyết Nhung. Now I want you to share a story about Toastmaster journey, about your Toastmaster journey, and you need to connect with the object that you are holding. You have only 1 minute. 1 minute already. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I will turn on the tab for you. Let's go.
Yeah. What do you do in the morning when you wake up?
Open my eyes.
Myself, when I wake up, I will I will drink a warm water. A cup of warm water. What it means? It means I want it help my health. I will feel fresh and feel stronger in the morning. Of course, you maybe you don't drink water when you wake up. You may open door eyes or listen to some radio or read book or go to the restroom. but I think Toastmaster like a cup of water because it
Thank you.
only 1 minute. Thank you.
Yeah, the time is up. Okay, because the connection session is just 5 minutes, so and we have a lot of guests, everyone. I hope that today someone is sharing her journey to us, and we really happy to hear about that. Next time, in any club, you can maybe have the race with your members, and then we can guide the table topic session like this style. Thank you very much. And that's it. And that is for the connection part. I hope that we can have 50 minutes with the connection part, but we need to respect the time. So yeah, today you are really lucky. And back to our TLD.
Thank you, our Toastmaster being fun for the so funny game, and thank you, Toastmaster Tuyên Nhung, for the answer to reminding me drink water every day. That's a funny game. And now we will move to the next session. As I said at the beginning of this meeting, today we have one special session that is coordinated by Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn. Do you remember? Yeah. So are you curious what she will bring us today? Right now, I don't let you wait any longer. Let's cheerful welcome our Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn. Stage is your Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn.
Thank you so much, our Toastmaster of the day, and good morning to our distinguished Toastmaster and guests. Are you fully recharged for this morning? Yes?
No.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No.
And today I would love to take you to the journey. It's actually a panel discussion with the topic, how much are you worth? 2 years ago, when I watched a movie that everyone in this world, you will use your phone and you will have your rating on your phone. Every time that you do something greatly to someone else, your rating will goes up. But every time that you argue or you fight with others, your rating will go down. And that's bring me to the very fundamental questions. How much are we worth? Someone believes that our worth based on our money, our access, but some others believe that is our contribution to this world. And you might have your own answer for the questions. And today, I'm very happy to represent to you as Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn from Ettc as the moderator of our panel discussion. Today, we would have 3 speakers, 3 panelists with a diverse background, experience, or even age. And they will share their different views about this question, not just in the real world, but also in Toastmaster world. How much are you worth? And this will have you to answer the fundamental question, but also to have you to find out the passion and have you to live to the fullest. So don't let to wait for more. Let me introduce our 3 amazing panelists today. First of all, our first panelist, our beautiful lady, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, Lynn, all the way from Thailand.
A very good morning, everyone. I'm Lynn and Toastmaster. I am immediate party director, District 97. A very good morning to all self-worker. Good morning and xin chào.
Thank you so much, DTM Lynn Jatunaron. As you know that she is our immediate past district director, and she's also the one that have our district to receive the select distinguished district, right? Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today. And our second panelist today is distinguished Toastmaster Hyefong. How can I spotlight you?
Don't worry, I'm only spotlighted always. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Hiếu Phung, and I'm currently the Program Quality Director. So that's it, right?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, DTM Hiếu Phung. And I believe that he is the youngest distinguished Toastmaster in Vietnam right now. So everyone just give him a big round of applause for DTM Hiếu Phung for joining us today. And next, I would love to introduce to you our final panelist, a very talented girl, TM Phương Anh from Hanoi Explorer Toastmaster Club.
Hi everyone, I'm Phương Anh, and currently I'm the VPPR of Hanoi Explorer Toastmaster, and I'm also the Club Growth Assistant of Area N1. And I'm so happy to be in this panel because I have a huge admiration for Miss Hằng, Miss Lin, and Mr. Hiếu as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Phương Anh, for joining us today. So to give you a full picture of our panel discussion today, I would love to note the outline of our panel discussion. So the first section, we will focus on the topic self-worth in the real world. For the second section, we are going to focus on you are important than you think and focus on the Toastmaster world. And for the last 10 minutes of this section, we are going to have the Q&A section when you are free to ask our panelists any concern or any questions that you would love them to explain further. So don't let you wait for more. We're now moving on to the section 1 of our panel discussion today. Zoom Master, can you have to pin all 4 of us? Is it possible to doing that? Or can I just pin for? Yeah, can you have to pin all 4 of us? So I think that easier for everyone to follow.
You can add me as co-host, and I can help you spotlight everyone.
Thank you, but I cannot do it.
I see Thomas Thủy, currently the host.
Yeah, but I can only spotlight one person. Yeah, that's why.
Toastmaster Thủy, she can she is the host, so she can spotlight everyone. Only the host can spotlight, or the co-host.
Win business. 4 of you are pinned.
Yeah, coming.
Okay, where is my did I pass? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful. And now we will move on to the section 1, self-worth in the real world. For this section, we'll have 10 minutes to discuss with our panelists, and also our timer will have us to track the time. So the green line will be at 7 minutes, the yellow line will be at the 8 minutes, and red line will be at 9 minutes. So for this section, I would love to start with the first question to our DTM lean. So here, I have a question is, how do you define someone's worth from your perspective? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, panel moderator, division director, Huang Yin, and good morning to all self-worther and also our friend panelists, the two outstanding here. How can I define that? Actually, we have to understanding the self-worth definitions. I will give you a very simple for the self-worth. If you can see the pyramid, the 3 pyramids of the self-worth, it should be start with the self-awareness. The self-awareness is the thing that you have to understand yourself. And the next is self-acceptance. After you know yourself well, you have to admit and embrace your strength and your weakness. And the very important, the last thing is self-love. After you admitted the self-awareness, self-acceptance, and you have to understand how love will impact to you. So you have to take care of your self-need and take care of your know yourself that being giver and receiver, this is very important. And back to your questions, how I define after I know myself well, self-worth, so then I need to know from someone else as well to improve myself. As we are aware, it is not just only step today, but we have to look further in the future. And we all know that we are living in the age of artificial intelligence. It will be shift ourselves, shift totally change it. So for me, how to define myself that because I embrace to the weakness, I am happy with my strengths. For these two things that I can know myself well, and then I can make myself happy. And the being happy, I also want everyone around me happy as well. So for me, start with self-love. Thank you. Back to you, panel moderator.
Thank you, DTM Lin. Yeah, I totally agree that we have to understand self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-love is actually the level of how do you define worth and your self-worth. Thank you for your sharing. And I would love to listen to the perspective from our panelist, DTM Hiếu Phùng. How do you define someone's worth?
Okay, thank you, the moderator, DVD Hang Nguyen. It just happened to me last night when this morning I will have a class in a few minutes, and there was a student. She texted me and she said, "Dear teacher, I don't have money to pay you, so please allow me to skip the class." And I told her that, "Don't worry, if you don't have the money now, you can still study, and I'm gonna need a lot from you. There's not always money that define your value, but how you can contribute and how you can spread the value to others, that's what matter. Because myself has received a lot of values from others. I can travel around the world without having to pay any penny. But it's because that the people who co-create with me the it's not defined by how much money, not always that way, but the value, the great experiences, and knowledge that you can bring to them. So that's my answer. Thank you, Thomas Hang Nguyen.
Thank you so much. So value, knowledge is also the factor that help you to define your someone's worth. I would love to hear more from TM Phương Anh. You are the youngest here, and I know that you just finished your university. You nearly finished your university time. So I just would love to know more about from your perspective. How do you define someone's worth from your view?
Oh, personally, I do agree with DTM Lin and DTM Hiếu Phùng on the view of self-worth. I think that self-worth is not something that we were born with, like money or fame or external values like that. I think self-worth is something more internal and it starts from within us. Just like you said, I'm a final year student at university, and my university is Foreign Trade University. One of the people say that it's one of the most famous university in Vietnam. So from my point of view, the people who enter my university with the highest score, the best of achievements, are not always the one who graduate. with the best degree, or I end up with like the most high paid jobs. So I think what affect your self-worth the most is your effort you put into self-development, and how much you want to become a better version of yourself. So I think self-worth is not a fixed concept from when you are born, but rather the person that you try to be.
Yeah, I love that like concept. So what is not what you're born with, but also your effort to become the person you want to be. Thank you so much. And now we discovered your view about how do you define someone's worth. Now let's move on to the question, how do you know that how much are you worth? So I would love to listen from DTM Lin. How do you know that? Yeah, have you ever valued yourself and know that exactly how much are you worth?
Thank you, the moderator. It's a very good question that can reflect to not just only me, but to everyone here in the Zoom today, this morning. Self-worth is something that somehow that we also want someone looking at ourselves. But before we mirror something of that, we have to understand ourselves. Yes, as I explained that the self-worth is starting until we know and accept ourselves well. And then we have to make it a big picture that how can we distribute our strength to other people's. It's a very more impactful and can mirror ourselves well. Once we can share our strength, for examples, in Toastmaster, we are actually giver already. And when we are the giver, you know what is like a miracle. We can get it more than we give. If you agree, yes, I say many people is here nodding the head. Thank you very much. So for me, how can make our value? It depends on how can we see ourselves value for other people. Thank you.
Thank you. How can we see our value in others, right? Thank you so much. And now back to our DTM Hyufung. Your last question, you said that value and knowledge is some of the factors that help you to define someone's worth. It's not just about the money. But now back to the questions, how do you know that how much are you worth? So because like money and knowledge because knowledge and value is just something like very formative, you cannot calculate it. So how can you define, how can you know that how much are you worth?
Thank you, moderator DVD Hang Nguyen. That's a very interesting question. So the thing that define a person is not about the money. Yes, I told you before. It's also not about the knowledge or the value. I think I need to get my point clear. That is, it comes from the heart that you have that eager for bringing the value and the wisdom to other people. It must come from the inside, from your heart, from your eagerness, that you feel love, you feel passionate about spreading the value, supporting others people, and making them become a better version of themselves. It's not the knowledge or the value itself, but it's the determination, the intention that the person has when they deliver that. And how can I know myself? Because from deep down, I can understand what inspires me, what motivates me to do things. It started even back very long ago in 2017 that I started my very first class. You know, I didn't have the habit of reading. I hate books. But because I want to open the very first my public speaking class back in 2017, that I read all the 10 manuals of Toastmaster competent communication manuals at that time. So it's the intention and the eagerness that motivated you to take the action and to support that order to overcome whatever even the things that you hated the most. So that is how I define my value. And that is how I define others' value as well. Thank you.
Thank you for your sharing. And I think that the sense of fulfillment is also one of the things that help us to know how much we are worth. And one last question for TM Phương Anh of these sections is, from your view, why understanding self-worth is important?
Oh, thank you. It is such a meaningful question for me because I'm a university student, and in my university, there is a huge phenomenon they call the fear of missing out, which means that when someone has something better than you, for example, a higher paid job or a higher GPA or something like that, people tend to be very pressured, very pressed, and they try everything to become like that person. It's kind of like the idol culture, but understanding your self-worth is very vital because it helps you know who you want to be in the world, and you know what you're gonna do, what your path, what your way is. It's like our pathway in Toastmaster, right? Everyone has their own pathway, and we just follow on our pathway. And as young people in my 20s, they often have something like 20 crisis. And I think understanding your self-worth is vital for you to overcome those tough days and understanding who you want to be.
Thank you, Phương Anh, for your sharing. And I know, and I wish that university, especially the young generation, if they can deeply understand about their self-worth, about their self-love, and also understand their strength, so they can be a lot better capable in the future. So that's also marked the end of our section 1 discussions about self-worth in the real world. Now let's move on to our Toastmaster world, where is also the ground for you to prove and to prove your worth. And one of my questions is, are you able to prove your self-worth in Toastmaster? So I would love to give it to DTM Lee for these questions.
Thank you very much, moderator. The self-worth in Toastmaster. If we still remember the Toastmaster values, integrity, respect, service, and excellence, this is our self-worth in Toastmaster already. Thank you for your smiles. My panelist, DTM Hiệp Phương. For Toastmaster, it is a platform that everyone can learn to make better and can pursue the objectives or the goals of ourselves. For example, if we started from the members and then higher levels, club president or any club officer, and the area director, division director, and the district leaders. For any roles in the district, it is very important already. Not just only for the high level, it's more important than other levels. But for being a Toastmaster members, we have to make sure that we can inspire other people around us, not just only in Toastmaster, but outside Toastmaster as well. When we have inspired, we had a positive of thinking that can be an empower to ourselves and to the community as well. Who knows that the moment of we empower others, it may be the future's Toastmaster already theirs. So it's clear that everyone can be in the value of Toastmaster, not just only for only the member, but other levels of entitlement as well. So I challenge everyone here, make the best, and then the best will come to all. Thank you. Back to you, moderator.
Thank you. How about you, Phương Anh? Are you able to prove your self-worth in Toastmaster?
Oh, sure. Because when I first entered Toastmaster as a member, I was a very, very shy girl. I didn't have any experience in public speaking before, but eventually, after joining live for almost a year, I have made it to the EXCO team and furthermore, the assistant of the area. And I feel like, oh my God, I myself was realized by many people at Toastmaster. My network was broadened and I learned a lot from you, from the DTMs, and from my fellow Toastmasters as well. So that's a very happiness and very luck of my life.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your sharing, Phương Anh. And the next question I would love to give to DTM Hiếu Phụ. And I can see that you step up the leadership roles in Toastmaster, like starting from member to area director, division director, and now you're a program quality director. So do you think that can you just explain how leadership roles change your self-worth in Toastmaster, but also in the real world?
Okay, thank you, DVD Hang Nguyen. That was a very controversial question. I used to be a very competitive person. Like I knew about Toastmaster by my roommate, and back in 2016 when I first joined Toastmasters, he was the VPM. So in that little room, I thought my roommate was a VPM. Should I become something like better, like VPE, president, something? I started from that. And in 2018, I first run for division director at that time. But of course, I failed because I didn't know much about presenting and pitching at that time. I just go. And 1 year later, I came again. Lin saw me that time. I came again. I run for the division director position one more time. But the thing was, in that conference, I met my idol, the world champion, Mohamed Watani, the 2015 world champion of public speaking. We had a talk. He told me that it's not about the world champion title that people remember me. That was what I gonna do after the world champion. Because you see in the history, not many world champion can still join Toastmaster and they can still like remain the condition, remain the possibility to uphold that title. So after listening to him, I decided that I gonna quit running for that position. I'm gonna go back to my country and I'm just be an ordinary member, just do what I can do. And a few months later, when COVID struck, I went back to my hometown. No Toastmaster club here. I quit Toastmaster for a couple of months. But during that my break time, there was still Toastmaster coming to me and ask me to support their club. And that was the US ISB Toastmaster Club. I built a relationship with them for 3 years. And they invited me to become their chief judge for the club contest, for the very first online club contest. I show them everything I know, everything that I learned and I imagine, because at that time there was no online contest yet. I had to use my imagination. And they became the first club to organize the club contest, and it was the most professional organizing team that ever happened in Vietnam. So that I realized that it's not about the title you wear, not the club president, not the area director, not the division director, or even not the program quality director that prove my value in Toastmaster, but it's every action I put in to support the members and to try to bring members together. That's what makes my value, and that's why people give me the title. I don't earn it. The title was the people who give it to me. And in my real life, that is where the controversial thing happened. I was I used to be blamed for being a Toastmaster, but cannot do things. I used to think that I gonna spoil the Toastmaster image. But now I realize that was just because I'm too focused on how I can do as a Toastmaster instead of how I can do as a person. Instead of trying to make people think I'm a Toastmaster, I changed from bringing what I learned from Toastmaster into real life. And well, now I have my own business so that I don't have to think about what I cannot do, because now I can do anything that I want for my business. So that's how the leadership role changed me for a person who always depends on the title or on how people think about myself, into the one who can put my call of action first, and what I can do to support other people first. Now back to you,
Thank you.
moderator.
Thank you for your inspirational story. Yeah, we can see your journey and how you become more mature when joining Toastmaster. And my next question is for Phương Anh. There's a concept in Toastmaster that I am a member, so I'm insignificant to the club and to the Toastmaster world. What is your view about this statement?
Oh my God. I think many of us was shocked by that because we were in Toastmasters for so long and we have received so much value from Toastmasters. I still remember when I was still a member, I have a passion for Toastmaster. I joined so many events from the area, the district. I met so many great people like you, DTMs. And I still remember, like, when I was still a member, I had a chance to become the MC of an event called Speak to Lead, where I met DTM Lin, and I was touched by her inspirational speech. And that's how I feel like even when I'm a member, I can make significant change to this community. And that's why I still stick to Toastmaster until now. Oh my God. I think that everyone must start from somewhere, from a very normal position, and they just work their way up, like DTM Hiếu Phùng said. Yeah, you have to give value in order to be recognized.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Phương Anh, for your view. And I still want to give this question to DTM Lee. As a leader, I feel like somehow you need to face with these questions from your members, and somehow you experience that kind of like, that definition from your members, not just from your club, but from many other clubs. So how can you have that person to recognize that they are more important than they are?
In view of Toastmaster, the core of Toastmaster is members. Without the members, Toastmaster cannot survive. So back into the questions, if everyone can remember, the first day that we join Toastmaster, we have to give a Toastmaster promise. Yes. The one thing that I really love that is to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive, and evaluations. That is already we done our job. And for how we enlighten and uplift our members is to connect from communications. Without communication, we cannot connect. So we have to connect from our heart to their heart. Thank you, panelists. Beautiful on that state that again that we met, that the moment that we connect, the sincerity would happen. So today we're talking about the self-worth. So we have to emphasize that every member in Toastmaster is really worth for. For example, each of everyone is unique. So we have to inspire how they're unique, important, and also support Toastmaster. This is a very crucial. The one thing important as well is join the club, join our home club. And if we have any opportunity to support others, district or the clubs activity as well. So I would like to state it again and underline that everyone is important. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your sharing. And that's also marked our end of section 2. And now we will move on to a Q&A section where our members and our audience, they can freely ask you any questions. So if you have any concern or any question, you can drop it into the chat box or you can raise your hand so that I can call out your name. So first of all, we have one question from TM Thủy Nguyễn. And she has a question that how can we discover our worth? And I would love to give this question to DTM Hiếu Phùng.
Thank you, DVD Hang Nguyen. I got the feeling that you will call me. I don't know why. Okay, how can we discover our worth? Our worth. So as I share with you, our worth is defined by your call of action. And your call of action is defined by the intention from within. So if you want to discover your worth, first of all, look deep down inside you, what motivates you, what is so burning, so hot inside you that call you to take action to create something bigger than yourself. I mean, in terms of value, not physically, okay? And I got a lucky power that wherever I go is on the verge of destruction. Like in my previous club, when I changed from the vice president of education or VP to the president, my club has only 5 members. When I joined the first Gavo club in Vietnam, they have before they have 15 ambassadors. When I joined, I'm one of the 2 ambassadors remaining. So, but thanks to that, I got the chance to do everything because they have nobody do that. So I have to do everything. And because of that, I learned and I know how to have other people who come after to be able to do things better than I did before. And that's how you create your world. Think about how you can make your current place a better place, how you can make the person that you meet a better person, prioritize them, and you can see your world like sustainably. So back to you, moderator.
Thank you so much, DTM Hiếu Phùng, for your answer. And we got one more question from TM Nguyễn Giang, and I would love to hear this question from TM Nguyễn Giang. Can you unmute yourself?
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me. I really want to ask, of course, from any of the panelists today to share what past experience that greatly influenced the self-worth, the view of self-worth. For example, from self-acceptance, self-awareness to self-acceptance and self-love. Thank you.
So the question is, what past experiences have influenced your view of self-worth significantly? For example, from self-awareness to self-acceptance and self-love. I think DTM Lin is ready for these questions. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the question. Before I took the role as district director, I was a member before. And when I was a member, I also confused, how can I make myself a value to myself and to the others as well? Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the world-class organization, which is already 100 years. What made a Toastmaster still and keep going and is are challenging for everyone. The number one that I can see that improve, we cannot stop learning. We cannot stop what we were before. And we have to embrace the change it. As I mentioned before, the AI, we have to embrace it. Because every moment in now it's changing, it's super fast. In the next future, we call it quantums. So it's super fast. So for me, how can I define my self-worth? That when I join Toastmaster, I can see a very high level. One day, there is a girl that came to me and she kind of set her boundary that she cannot move further. She cannot give the better speech. So as the president, we have discussed from the strength she has, so that from the strength we have to make it improve and better. When she feel that she are very happy with herself, that the next level that she can give the speech is non-stop. This is an example that I can share, that we have to make ourselves be a part of the supportive to everyone around us. That is my challenging, that how can we give our member within the District 97 to pursue the goals and go further. That is my happiness to be a self-worth at Toastmaster as well. Thank you. I hope that answer your questions.
Thank you so much, DTM Lin. And a question just popped up into my mind that I would love to give to Phương Anh. Yeah, so we thought a lot about like value, knowledge, giving support to others, but how can you balance the financial world with that kind of concept?
Oh, an interesting question. I think that I'm an international business management student, and my major, yes, is my major. And I think that business is not about making money, it's about delivering value. And when we deliver our customer values, we receive back the compensation that they give us. So the reward is very different from Toastmaster, in that Toastmaster, we are nonprofit, but in the real world, we can see that transaction is in our everyday life. And I believe that when we develop ourselves and we create the values that others need, then we will receive the financial rewards for what we have done. So I use Toastmaster as a foundation for me to improve my self-worth, to help me create more value for myself, to develop my ability so that I could create value for the world. And that's how I can strike the balance between finance and my passion for Toastmasters.
Thank you, Phương Anh. And I think one last question from TM Nguyễn Giang. Yeah, she had thousands of questions. Thank you, TM Thủy Nguyễn. Do you think that those who have no knowledge cannot have self-love because self-worth must begin with self-awareness? I think this question is suitable for DTM Hiếu Phùng.
Why me again? Do I look like I have knowledge?
You look full of self-love, yeah, so that's why.
Okay, thank you, DVD Hằng Nguyễn. I'm really like this question because it makes us think of the concept of knowledge. What is knowledge? Knowledge is the thing that we learn, basically, right? But self-awareness is also something that we learn. There is some kind of knowledge as well. It's a knowledge of knowing who you are. It's a knowledge of knowing what you're capable of, what you are incapable of. So when you talk about knowledge, if you also include the knowledge that in terms of knowing about yourself, yes, you don't have the self-love that truly self-love. But it's not every knowledge that you need that you can love yourself. I have no idea about IT. I have no idea about business, even though I came from the same university with Phương Anh. But I have the knowledge of how I love and what I want to do in the future. So that's why I love my passion, and that's why I love myself. I build myself with everything I need to pursue my dream. So in order to be able to love yourself, you must have the knowledge about yourself, about your mood, your feelings, what trigger your emotion, what trigger your passion, and what make you not like about some other people. Like I didn't like my boss before. At work, not Didi Apisara, okay, at work. And yeah, and that's how we start building your self-love. Come from the very basic knowledge that is everything about yourself, from the inside to the outside. So that's my answer. Back to you, DVD Hang Nguyen.
Thank you. Thank you so much, DTM Hiếu Phùng. And that's also marked the end of our Q&A section today. So our audience, you will still have any concern questions, you can send it directly to me via Zalo. So I can collect all the questions and send it to our panelists so they can catch up with you via email. Thank you so much, our panelists, and that also come to the end of our panel discussion today. And thank you for joining me in this panel discussion and give very insightful knowledge and also sharing an inspirational story that can help our audience to not just understand more about their self-worth, but also how they can contribute to the world and how they can live to the fullest. And one of my sum up is that it's really significant for you to understand your self-worth. It's just not for the others, but first of all, for you to value yourself. And next, we can make our place to become a better place, but also make the person that we meet become a better person. And thank you so much, DTM Lin Jatunaron from Thailand, DTM Hiếu Phùng, and also TM Phương Anh from Hanoi Explorer for spending time with us today. And we hope that we can have more chance to share with our audience more about more interesting topics in the upcoming events. So thank you so much for spending time with us. And can we take a group photo, just four of us? Yeah, it's our privilege. So on the count to three, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, and thank you our audience for engaging in this panel discussion. Your questions help us to deepen the panel's discussion, but also to open up many other aspects of the topics. And we hope that we can come back to you with more interesting topic in the future. And thank you for your cooperation and also for your attendance today. And now I would love to leave the stage to our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, our panel moderator, Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn, and all the panelists today, DTM Hiếu Phùng, DTM Lin, and Toastmaster Phương Anh. I think that it's not the talk, it's easy to talk about this topic. And now, and today we hear a lot of perspective, a lot of point of view, and that's the valuable material for us to reflect ourselves about the self-worth. Thank you for the sharing and bring us such an interesting topic. And now we will move to the report of our hero holder. First, let's welcome our grammarian Toastmaster Samia. Over to you, Toastmaster Samia.
Hello. So I think I'm just gonna make it short because I only have 2 minutes as I see. And let me share my screen. So I divided my report into 3 sections, and the word of the day is prodigious. So I call our word hero, the arborist, because they are the one who maintains the nature. So I prefer to call it that one. So I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Tu Hong for using the word of the day. And also, I'd like to take note and share with you guys some important words I heard from our panelists and speakers for today. I hope that we can also make use of these words because I think that it's very useful as well. Some quotes that I also choose and picked for them that they share in that motivates and also like gives a good impact to us from Toastmaster Di Chan, Huang, and Lan, and as well as our panelists and moderators. Well, I call them the surgeons because I think that they give a really good impact with their quotations and as well as sayings for today's meeting. Some things that we need to cut or improved more. That's why I call it the change specialist. We have to practice some words that we need to pronounce, like certificate, person, keyword, and so on. And for the grammar lapses, I think that most of us need to be careful with the s when we add the pronouns, the singular and plural as well, and using the correct adjectives with the noun or with the object as well. So I think that's my report for today, our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, our grammarian Toastmaster Jam, for your reports, useful report. And next, we will move to our counter Toastmaster Hưởng Nguyễn for his speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Hưởng Nguyễn.
Yeah, thank you, TOD. Invite for me. Yeah. I can share my screen for the key role holder the meeting today, and congratulations the speaker Phương Lan and PM director Hàn Nguyễn. Yeah, you have not I can see you use the language is very fluency, and the king is speaker Kui. Yeah, and I can say the 3 tips is help you improve on your the next speak. The first one, you can focus only on the points. It's help you remember content, remember context for your speech, and the second, you can keep silent, and last but not least, you can use the question for the audience. Yeah, at the end for the report back to you, TOD.
Thank you, our accountant Toastmaster Nguyễn, for your report and your useful tips. I believe that your tip will help us to improve our public speaking skills in the future. Thank you. And next, let me check. Yeah, today we also welcome to have our general evaluator Toastmaster Dung Lê. Right now, I'd like to invite her to present her GE report. Over to you, Toastmaster Dung Lê.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Congratulations, everyone, for the joint meeting. The 3 trees make the forest, and give ourselves a big round of applause for the success of our meeting. Thank you very much, everyone. And as a GE, I would love to give the evaluation on the meeting for today. I could see that the mirroring is just like the flow of the river, and this is a very nice flow right from the beginning until the end of the meeting. We started exactly at 6 o'clock, and this is one of the value and the value of the Toastmaster. We start on time and we finish on time. So this is a very good one from our SAA, Toastmaster Kim Phạm. And next, we have our TOD Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Phương Đỗ. I could see that she was really flexible in the way that she conducted the meeting. For example, at the time that the second evaluator was facing the problem, the technical problem, instead of let the time, I mean that time, then she started to connect with the audience by sharing something while we were waiting for the second evaluator to come back. So that is a very, very good one from Toastmaster, the Toastmaster of the day. I have two challenges for you so that you can make it much better next time, Toastmaster of the day. The very first one, please break the ice, especially for the joint meeting like this. If you spend some time to break the ice to the audience, then we can generate the very good energy to everyone to start our meeting. And also sometimes you can engage the humor. The second challenge that I would love to give to you is that we have the evaluators and we have the speakers. At the beginning of the speech, I think it would be better if you could introduce the evaluators. Then the evaluators introduce the speakers. The evaluators must introduce the pathway, the level, the topic of the speaker. Then the speaker will start her speech. So I think this is a better flow for an agenda of Toastmaster. So that's all for the Toastmaster of the day. Next, for the meeting, we have game. We have 5 minutes for connection, and the Toastmaster Bình Phan did connect everyone with a game, a very, very fun game. So instead of doing something like, hi everyone, hi guests, welcome to our meeting for today. Can you please introduce yourself or something like that? So instead of doing in that way, the game master for today, they choose the game, the duck racing, a very fun one for everyone to join. And then the winner one had the opportunity to give a speech. And the creative one here is that he asked everyone to pick up one item from pick up one item, and everyone pick up that one and the winner have to connect the speech with the item that person picked. So for me, when I was in that game, I suppose that I would be invited to join to give the speech, and I was not really sure how can I connect this one with Toastmaster. This is a mouth spray. Okay, or I may say some kind of story, like I tell a kind of story like at the beginning of the Toastmaster meeting, I often use the spray to my mouth so that I have a very fresh mouth to begin a new day and a new meeting at 6 o'clock. So it is a funny thing. But I think engage the game in the networking part is one of the things that we can do for the next meeting. So congratulations, our game master, Toastmaster Bing Fan. That's a very, very good one for us. Next, we have the panel discussion. And I would love to say that I really admire the way that our panel moderator did moderate the discussion. She looked really energetic, professional in the way that she connected different people, different panelists in the section. And also she did have a very clear explanation for the instructions. So for this part, actually, I didn't have any idea, any challenge to our moderator. I must say that congratulations for Toastmaster Hằng Nguyễn, and I know that by doing this panel discussion, she finished successfully for the level 5 of her pathway. And all in all, for today's meeting, I think on the roles, on the section of the meeting went really well. So I expect that we will have more joint meetings like this in the future, so that we can practice something that we call the 3 trees make the forest. The more people can join into Toastmaster meeting, the more the more people know about Toastmaster, then we can spread the brand of Toastmasters and we can share the values of Toastmasters. All in all, thank you, congratulations. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to me. And I would love to back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, our GE Toastmaster Sumle, for the detailed report. I can feel that you are an excellent observer and listener. We can learn from you a lot. Thank you so much. And now the end is near. I'm curious about the best speaker today or the best evaluator. Right now, let's welcome our Toastmaster Thủy Nguyễn to announce this part. The stage is your Toastmaster Thủy Nguyễn.
Yes, thank you, our Toastmaster of the day, TM Phương Đỗ. So let me introduce the special moment for the best speaker and the best evaluator today. First of all, congratulations, the best speaker, TM Phương Lan. Yes, you done very well. Yeah. Yes. So wonderful, TM Phương Lan, because today is the first speech for Toastmaster journey. So we all of us were surprised with your speech, and we hope that we can see you for the next meeting with the position is a speaker. Good job, TM Phương Lan. Just continue. And the next is the best evaluator. So I have to say congratulations for TM Tâm Đỗ from ACI. Yes. When you join Toastmaster meeting, you can learn a lot from speaker, evaluator, and own people on Toastmaster. Like today, we have two icebreakers, TM Phương Lan of Ettc and TM Khôi Hoàng from ACI. Although they have their first speech with Toastmaster meeting, but they can share a lot of stories. They can have a lot of lessons. When we hear, we understand, we know, and we learn. So if you want to be better, if you want to know how much you worth, just join Ettc. No, just join Toastmaster. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, TM Phương Đỗ.
Thank you, our Toastmaster Thủy Nguyễn. Congratulations, all speaker today, or evaluator today. And once again, thank you all us for being here today. Make such interesting meeting together. Hope that today you have a great time with us, and in the future we can have many joint meeting like that. And thank you and have a nice day, nice weekend. Yeah, today is Sunday in Vietnam. Yes,
All right.
meeting is
Anyone want to share?
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
I think we
yeah, so
have
happy today.
all
Thank
right.
you. Goodbye.
Need some change here. All
Yes.
right. We'll talk later. You want to hear what I say?
Yes.
All right. The Toastmaster missed a introductions of the evaluator at every speech. Because when the speaker speak, I need to know what is the pathway level and the speech title and objective. Without saying that, the audience do not know what is the purpose of the speech. So at the ETTC, the Toastmaster, we allow the evaluator to introduce the speaker. That's how I do it in US. Very important to mention the objective of the speech. Because if not, I do not know. Audience do not know. So come by next Sunday and you will learn from us. One thing it's in the panelists is my opinion. You learn to grow yourself. But what is the purpose of growing yourself? You grow other. Because I heard the what's it called? The Lynn say something. Toastmaster need member. Without member, we can't grow. That's why you want to learn and grow yourself, so you will learn and you will grow other. Very important. You not keep yourself in your box. You come out the box and let other people know how good I am when I join Toastmaster. You know what I use Toastmaster for? I'm looking for a better job. If you go to an interview, they say, what you do? Oh, I have a lot of story to tell you. I use my speaking skill to convince others how good am I to help them. I'm sure that I can help you sell more. I'm sure that I can design better because I design so many products that make tons of money for the company. Toastmaster give me the skill to convince others to understand how value I am. It's not about me. It's about convince other how good you are. Cảm ơn chị Giang nha, 9 giờ đêm rồi đó. Yeah, it's very important. Communicate to connect. Communicate to connect. It's very important. Without connections, you will not know your value. I come to listen to you. But what I take away is what is worth. If I can talk to you and I can't convince you how good I am, cảm ơn chị Big Fan nha. I changed your pictures with your husband and you. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And you know what, chị Giang, thank you for coming to Big Fan wedding. The only thing they show is the phone. You see, at ETCC, the good thing about ETTC that I chose is club. I went from the south to the north when the COVID came, and I'm looking for the online club. And ETTC give me the value. The value I'm looking for, the value to connect, and the value to give other the gift that no one give me. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Please appreciate it to stay at the end. Jamia, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Time to go to bed.
Actually, it goes backward now. It's supposed to be 2 a.m. here now, and now I see my clock turns backward into 1 a.m. for appreciation to farmers, I think. So they can wake up early because it's I think we call that one longer nights because it's winter.
My clock is changed in the November.
Mm.
Me only the time. Well, thank you very much for everyone. And you know what? I enjoy the meeting today. Without you, it won't be me. Remember that. Without you, it won't be me. All right. Good night. Thank you, David Tan. Make sure you sign up for job role next week. The more you speak, the better you are. All right. Sound off. Myself, if you want to stay and speak, be okay.
Next week is 100 meeting, not today too. Next week. Next
All
week.
right. Sorry. I heard chị Hằng nói this is our 100
No,
meeting.
next week. And next week we will have the connection. Special meeting, the connection with ETTC members. So everyone please join.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I be what you call West our Toastmaster today. I will join you if I can. And what chị Phương Anh, are you what? Are you evil or what?
Phương Anh, HXT chú ạ. Hà Nội
I
Explorer
can't do it.
Toastmaster Club.
It's midnight. Can you midnight?
Đúng rồi. Midnight of Saturday.
Right. Thank you, David Tan. Terima kasih.
Everyone.
Terima kasih. Bye chị Bính Phan nha. Can I keep your pictures in the account?
No, I think I will change that.
You change that? It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right. I let you guys go. Thank you.
Okay, goodbye everyone.
Okay, chị Phương Anh, what I agree with you so much that people don't know. When you try to sell, you sell the value. That's so right. Why people buy your product?
That's true.
If you're into the marketing, they will ask you why you sell your product so well. You sell the value that you provide to the people. Every one of you here, you have a business. Go to Nguyen. I know you have PEA. You provide value to those children. You create program to help them to advance. It's not about, hey, I'm better than you are. Okay, this is what I heard from a lady. Why you keep come back to the same restaurant? You like the food, you like the environment, and you like the atmosphere. You feel comfortable. You feel energized. And then you can sit and talk to your significant other, family. So sometimes I don't care much about the price. Yes, I do. But I come to the same place because I know the value. Okay, cảm ơn chị Bính Phan nha. Your pictures are beautiful. Another, I suggest you guys, when you speak, have your emotions. Have your emotion. Cái chị cô ấy á, she cried. It's okay. But what she has to do is start tearing, but hold. Hold, and people know that she cried. Compose and start speaking. You know why? Because when she cried too much, then her audience lost. Tại vì không có nghe được hết những cái câu mà cô ta nói. All right. Send me a meeting to HXT to come and visit guy. Okay. Thank you, Phương. Excellent. Awesome. Good night.
Bye bye. See you too with VOT meeting today.
Ok, cảm ơn nhiều nha. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Hẹn gặp